Many people nowadays, they have the misconception that if I genuinely want to be successful, is it okay? It's okay to have moderation. It's okay to still go to parties on the weekends. It's okay to still talk to these degenerate retards on the weekends. It's okay to do these things, because during the week I'm still focused, and during the week I still get my tasks done. Well, this is not how it works. The term moderation, there's none of that. If you genuinely want to be successful in your life, there's no, moderation. I use social media in moderation. I go to these parties in moderation here and there. No, that's just proving that you don't want it. That's just proving that you are not 100% focused on the main mission.
I agree with that totally. I never once met a singular successful person in my entire life that had the idea of, moderation. Because if you come over here and tell me that, yeah, I scroll social media sometimes, yeah, I talk to these degenerates sometimes, yeah, I like to do all these degenerate things, do you know what you're telling me? You're telling me that you don't want it badly enough. You're telling me that you're a weak little slave degenerate bastard that doesn't want to do something with their lives. If you want to actually achieve genuine greatness, like actual success, you can't be dibble-dabbling with stupid things, my friend. And you know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly down to the minute detail what needs to be done. Get it done, my friend.
Listen, every single bad habit is like a slippery slope. As soon as you touch the slope, you are done, my friend. You are sliding down, and you will only slide down exponentially faster. So the derivative of you sliding down will increase as time increases.
Exactly, my friend.
So
exactly.
Let's say you scroll on social media in moderation, quote unquote. If you scroll on social media for just 15 minutes, that 15 minutes will turn to 30 minutes, it'll turn to an hour, and then 5 hours, and then 17,000 hours, and next thing you know, you wasted half of your life just being on freaking social media.
Yeah, and don't think it's okay. Nothing about it is okay.
There is no okay.
Nothing about it is okay. And if you think it's okay, there's something freaking wrong with you, right? Nothing is okay. And the people that you hang around, once you try to tell them your goals and your ambitions, they're gonna look at you like you have 3 freaking heads. But when you ask them, yo, bro, let me get a hit of that vape. Yo, bro, check out this girl that I'm talking to on my Snapchat. Yo, bro, let's go hit up this party over the weekend, bro. Then you're like, bro, let's go, bro. Finally, some person that relates to me. No. Cut off the stupid bastards in your life and genuinely write down your goals and know what the hell you want to accomplish. You need to know what you want to accomplish.
I was in the gym the other day. A person came up to me. He's like, bro, I'm worried that this girl is cheating on me or something. I looked at him dead in the eye and I told him, bro, you have better stuff to worry about. Like, I am so far above the common degeneracy. Like, it's sometimes annoying that I can't relate to these bastards that are sitting there thinking if this Jessica likes me, or what is the latest party, or like the newest vape, or like the newest McDonald's cheeseburger. Like, I can't relate to these common degenerates. I'm sitting there thinking in my brain how I can make freaking 6 figures a month.
Yeah, bro.
Right? I just can't relate to these bastards. Like, you know you're doing something right in your life when you can't relate to the other people. You can't even relate to the people your age. That's how you know you're doing something right.
The way you move should always be meaningful and should always be with purpose. Every single step and move that you take should have a purpose. Even over the weekend, don't think the weekend is time to chill. No, the weekend should be a time where you dedicate yourself to working towards your future. This is what the weekend's meant for. It's not meant for partying and clubbing. Right out to Saturday evening at like 8:30. Most people are out partying and clubbing. We're out here filming this absolute freaking banger.
Yeah.
Make value of your time.
The art of self-mastery is something that you need to master and you need to learn in life. You will never freaking succeed until you learn this insanely valuable skill, okay? And the first step to mastering anything is to cut out anything that sets you back. So for example, if you want to get rich, the first thing you got to do is, like, obviously learn a skill to get rich, but the first thing you got to do is cut out anything that stops you from getting rich, because that's only going to set you back more. It's only going to make you slower. It's only going to make your journey take 1 billion times longer. So the first step should be is to just freaking cut out everybody that weighs you down. It should be cut out all the junk food, start hitting the gym, start freaking sleeping well, start optimizing your time, get off of social media, and go freaking start a routine, be consistent, and do that skill over and over again for at least 12 hours a day, every single freaking day. no rest days ever. No freaking rest 7 days a week till you get rich.
Yeah.
And there's no rest days until you get rich.
Yeah, the idea of rest days are something that broke and bastards say.
It's propaganda.
It's propaganda, my friend. You know, I agree. We're humans. Sometimes we need to, close our eyes and get 7 hours of sleep. By all means, you could do that. I'm not saying you got to be a pure and utter machine, but I'm just saying don't listen to the bastards that say, "Oh, bro, come on, you're working too hard. God, come on." No, bro, those people are going to stay working the jobs they hate for the rest of your lives while you're over here trying to build a damn empire, my friend.
Yeah.
The whole ethic and moral of today's podcast is going to be revolving around the topic of self-mastery. And the reason self-mastery is so purely hard living in America today is because there's so many different vices that are trying to drag you from place to place. We have things like addiction, we have things like social media, we have things like alcohol, gambling, vaping, social media, all these BS stuff. Distractions. They're just constantly drag you from your main purpose. They want you to be your lower self. Well, in reality, you need to strive each and every single day to be the higher version of yourself. And you know exactly what you need to do. I'm sure you've watched numerous amounts of motivational videos. You're that 1% of individuals that are watching this podcast today, right now. You're that 1% that understands that something needs to change.
And being able to actually master your mind comes with constant failure. Being able to master your mind comes with setbacks, right? It's not gonna just happen in a single day or in a single week. No, it's gonna come the only way you're actually gonna be able to master your mind is if you put yourself through difficult situations.
Exactly.
Is if you put yourself through situations that are genuinely stressful. If you push through that extra rep. If you say no. Just straight up saying no. I feel like nowadays people are just scared to say no. Yo, bro, do you want to go to this party? No. There's no need to explain yourself. There's literally no need to explain yourself. Say no. No, I'm okay.
Exactly.
No need to explain. And once you genuinely do master your mind and you're in control of your mind and it's not vice versa where your mind is in control when your mind is controlling you, that is when you attain success. That is when you start seeing the numbers go up in the bank account, in the weights. You become more disciplined.
Exactly.
You become more focused.
That's a
when you
very
master
good,
your
that's a
mind.
very good point to bring up. Because as humans, our nature is to love comfort. It's to just as humans, our nature is to just sit down, shut up, and be lazy, and just kick our feet back. Because it's on our DNA. It wants to protect us. But reality, there's nothing to be protected from. You gotta go full force, full head on. For example, me. I wake up each and every single morning with a damn purpose to make myself better. There's people that don't even want to better themselves. That's a very big epidemic. Some people, they're so far in, they're so far deep, they don't even want to better themselves, bro. That's a very evil place to be in.
They're very comfortable with being a bastard.
Exactly.
The number one freaking trait that you have to have in order to develop self-mastery when it comes to anything in life is thinking highly of yourself, okay? Now, I don't want to confuse this with arrogance. There's a difference between being arrogant, thinking that you're better than others and others are inferior to you, versus just thinking highly of yourself, which is not comparing yourself to anybody else. It's just thinking and believing that you are capable of anything, okay? So you need to develop thinking highly of yourself in order to develop self-mastery when it comes to anything in life. Like, for example, when I walk into a room, I don't care if this sounds narcissistic. I genuinely don't give a singular damn. When I walk into a room, the whole energy freaking shifts. The whole freaking energy just makes a whole 180. I don't give a singular damn if this sounds narcissistic or not. Because I worked on myself so freaking hard. So freaking hard. Okay?
I agree.
The whole world belongs to me. I am the one. I am the king when I walk anywhere on earth. The whole freaking energy just comes to me. I attract all the energy. Everybody is looking at my beautiful face, shining right at them. Because I am so valuable. And I am a king. And that's how you have to think of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
need to have that level of self-belief. For example, when I walk into a room, I imagine that all four corners of the room are levitating into my damn pockets. because I'm just stealing everybody's freaking energy.
Hey, if you
People literally wish they could be me. Why? Because I carry myself so freaking highly compared to the average Joe. The average Joe, they hate their lives. Hundreds of Instagram comments, hundreds of people coming up to me in real life. They just want to be me, bro.
Yeah.
They just want to be me because I think highly of myself. I understand that I'm worthy. I am capable. I am there. I am prosperous. I'm perspicacious. I'm willing to do whatever it takes and sacrifice whatever it takes to achieve my goals. And what does that do? It threatens the weak bastard.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm not even kidding. So many damn people. I mean, everybody knows about our damn podcast because we're so freaking famous. We're so freaking famous. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people come up to me and ask me or talk to me about, yo, you should put this on the podcast. Yo, Bro, I don't even know your name. Respectfully, I don't know your name. I just nod. Please get away from me. Get away from me. Because if I'm like seen by you, me, I cannot be seen with you guys because I'm so freaking superior, right? It just doesn't work like that.
Exactly.
Because I busted my ass and you didn't. We're not on the same level. We're different. We're not on the same level, all right?
Exactly. It doesn't matter if this sounds like egotistical, narcissistical, overconfident. These are all the freaking feministic, democratic, liberal words that are trying to shove you in the damn freaking matrix, my friend. You need to think highly of yourself. You need to have that unbelievable belief. One time I told one of my buds, so-called buds, yo, I want to make 10 million a year. He looked at me like, what the hell are you talking about, 10 million a year? I wanted to literally backhand the hell out of him. Like, you gotta believe in yourself, bro. There's no freaking belief. Nobody, not a singular person, other than your mommy and your daddy, is gonna believe in you. Nobody.
Sometimes not even. I'm gonna be completely honest. Because when you're so freaking delusional about your goals, when you're so freaking focused, people look at you like, damn, bro, like, they for no reason envy you. For no freaking reason. Just because you're not sucking that freaking mango vape, they envy you because I'm just freaking on a pedestal compared to them. Because I'm just on a higher level compared to them. Because for the past 4 or 5 years, you've still been sucking on that vape. You've still been talking to these women. You've still been talking to these parties. While I've been just completely having like anxiety about how the hell I'm gonna manage to freaking make millions of dollars. Exactly. We're not the same. We're not.
We are not the same, my friend.
Not the same at all.
This podcast, we have generated over hundreds of thousands of views.
Literally, the past 30 days, we have achieved 278,000 views as of today in the past 30 days.
All we have is a literal camera. We don't even have mics. We don't even have anything. What does this tell you? You just need to get freaking started. Stop thinking about the most perfect opportunity. Stop thinking about, oh, I need to have a camera. I need to have a microphone. I need to have this. We just come in with our brains, with our ideas, and with our goals, and we share it. And people are on Instagram commenting with hundreds of thousands of freaking comments. Bro, I feel sorry for you. Like, I feel genuinely sorry for you. I see people in my community, they view my stuff. They don't even like, they don't even follow, they don't even share, but in my face, they smile. You are not on my level, and you need to understand that you need to have that level of self-belief.
And do you know what we do have that's different? Just FYI, we have the freaking money to purchase out the nicest studio, to buy the nicest camera equipment, to buy the nicest microphones, but we don't give a singular damn, and we're literally proving it right now because our brains are so freaking intellectual and so freaking sharp that we're so smart and we're able to freaking, get hundreds of thousands of views with just a freaking camera and our brains. And you don't need all this BS.
And this shows that you can do freaking anything. All you have to do is just start. Stop thinking. Just stop saying and stop planning. You know the worst freaking thing you could do is thinking that planning is somehow even part of the freaking process. Don't plan. Seriously, don't freaking plan. Just do. Stop thinking, start doing. Because when you think, you start to overthink. You start to stress. You start focusing on the worst potential freaking outcomes, which are 99.78,000% of the chance of the time are not even gonna freaking happen. Because your brain, the natural instinct of the human brain, is to view things in the worst potential outcome that can happen. They always focus on the negative things. That's why if you do 999 good things, but just one bad thing, people forget about all of those things, all of those good things that you did, and they will focus on that one bad thing till you die. Because that's the natural freaking instinct of the human brain to focus on the negative instead of the positive.
For example, the JMT Show jump-started my thinking. What the hell does this mean? We still even haven't brought this up yet. Because we're just trying to release so much motivation to you guys. Jump-started my thinking. This essentially means when me and my brothers were trying to come up with the freaking name for the damn stupid podcast, we were trying to come up with a name that is so freaking beautiful. Jump-started my thinking. What the hell does that mean? Jump-started my thinking literally means my way of thought process, my belief system, my goals, my way of overall thinking is so much freaking better compared to the damn average Joe that sips on their coffee, goes to their job, clocks in from 9 to 5, and just sucks it up to their boss. Me and my brothers here, we sacrificed. We failed over and over and over and over and over again. You know, we're speaking out of experience, my friend. What have you done other than sit behind the Instagram, type your comments away, and say, you know, bro, you haven't accomplished anything.
Bro, you're such a freaking
and
bastard.
I genuinely feel sorry for you. Like, how insecure, how insignificant, how much of a blasphemous bastard do you have to be to hate on something that's so beautiful? This masterpiece, my friend. Go out and accomplish. Go conquer. Go achieve your goals. Put a freaking smile on your parents' faces, bro.
For once.
You're fat. You're obese. You're a skinny freaking twig bastard that's constantly sucking on their mango vape that has nothing going for them. No wonder you feel jealous. No wonder when you look at us, people like us, you feel the need to type on your freaking phone and try to spread hate because you feel insecure and you're a bastard that's never going to amount to anything if you continue living the way you live.
You know something, bro?
And
We have a guy that literally made a whole freaking hate video on us, bro.
Yeah,
a
I
whole
saw that.
freaking hate. How much of an absolute useless idiot do you have to be to go so far in hating on somebody that you've never even seen in your life and never will see, to make a whole hate video on them?
And let me tell you something, you know, a couple months from now, the scenery of this episode is going to be on the beach. It's going to be near the mountains. It's going to be all over the place. And what you're going to do, yes sir, and what you're going to do, you could keep hating, you're just feeding our algorithm. Yeah. You're just feeding the algorithm.
You
You're just
are
kind
the
of
cause of our
boosting it.
success.
You
Our
are literally the cause of
videos-
our success.
Bro, we're literally stripping you of your energy. Like, do we actually live in your head rent-free to the point where you need to comment on every single freaking
And
video?
the crazy thing is, we don't even know who you freaking are.
We don't even know
and,
you
and,
freaking-
and
we
you
don't know
wish,
your name.
you just wish that you were maybe half of the man that we are.
Exactly.
And the reason why, because you have never once in your freaking life put yourself through just the slightest strenuous freaking situation. Never in your life have you put yourself through a freaking difficult situation.
Listen, bro.
I'm not even kidding. If you were to come to the gym with me and try to bench half the weight that I am doing, it'd fall on your neck and crush the hell out of you. 100%. No doubt about it.
Yeah, no,
like, because you have never accomplished anything. Anything.
People get real comfortable these days behind the screens. But if I see you in real life, my friend, just know
It's over.
it's over. Like, I was at the gym. Some so-called, guy that's like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, smile, smile, smile. He's like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Podcast cringe. He's like, so you're still going on with the pod? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, you're sitting on the sidelines. And he's sitting there bringing up things that we said on the podcast. Like, bro, you're like our number one fan.
Yeah.
I don't see a follow from you. Like, are you freaking, like, bro, that just goes to show you how we're doing something right. When people feel so insecure, so freaking mundane, they just hate their lives, that they feel the need to drag people down.
Yeah,
You know, that's how you know we're doing something right with your life.
You want to know why? Hate never comes from above, okay?
Exactly.
Hate never comes from... You will never see a man making $1 million a year, amazing physique, amazing loyal woman that is a great mother to his children. You will never see a man with all these beautiful things hating on you. Never, never, never.
Bro,
never see it.
never.
But you know who you will see? You will see some random stupid idiot on Instagram with one follower and a freaking NFT profile picture hating on all of your posts. That's what you will see. Because hate never comes from above. Only losers hate on you because they failed at their
Exactly.
own life, and the only thing they can do is hate and try to drag you down with them, because it's much harder to actually build your own freaking garden than to just go crush somebody else's garden.
Exactly. You will never meet a hater doing better than you.
Never.
Never. We've only been doing this podcast for what? 3 to 4 months?
Yeah, not even yet.
3 to 4 months. Hundreds of thousands of freaking views. Hundreds of hate comments.
We've already gone viral, bro.
What does this go to tell you?
Multiple times.
This goes to show you that you need to stop listening to the opinions of others and just get freaking started, bro.
You see, I am just so intelligent. My IQ is just 284 at the absolute minimum. I'm so smart and so successful. I am 17 years old, and I bought this Rolex Datejust with my own sales money, God damn it. This was $11,236.23. And I did it at 17 years old. How? Because I learned to master my mind, because I am so intelligent, I'm so ahead of my age, because I am a king, and the whole world belongs to me.
Yeah, and you're not gonna ever attain that point, or you're not gonna ever get to that point if you cannot master your freaking mind. If you're constantly thinking of, just just freaking jerking off like a bastard, if you're constantly thinking of how I'm gonna get this dopamine from the freaking nicotine, you're just gonna be a freaking bastard and get stepped on like someone's little freaking dog. You know when the owners of the dogs, they go and pick up like the poop of their freaking dogs? Like, that's what the hell you're gonna be freaking doing to other people
For the
future.
rest of your damn life.
For the rest of your freaking life.
Exactly. For the rest of your
And-
damn life, you're going to be working a job that you hate. Why? Because your youth was spent sucking on a mango vape, talking to the damn Jessicas, going to these damn parties, being a degenerate bastard that jerks off like a freaking bastard, and just doing nothing. Bro, when us, in a couple months from now, a couple years from now, bro, we're going to be living the lives. We're going to be on freaking Jamaican beaches while you're going to be in a freaking job, clocking in Monday through Friday, hating your freaking life because you listen to the opinions of others, the expectations of others,
And you never thought highly of yourself.
and you
And you just keep freaking searching for this damn short-term satisfaction.
Bro, don't you feel a sense of fear? Like, aren't you scared that if you continue living your life like this, you're never going to amount to anything? Like, aren't you scared? But that's the thing. People, sometimes they don't even hear that sense of urgency, that sense of fear. Bro, sometimes I can't even freaking sleep because my mind is like, bro, I have to make this work out.
And you
bro.
need to genuinely be like, that's very valid.
Yeah.
You need to genuinely have that fear of being freaking broke and
Yeah, bro.
and clocking and just showing up every single day like someone's freaking B-word.
Exactly,
Right?
bro,
You
literally.
cannot just be comfortable with being average. You need to genuinely have that fear in your heart of just showing up every freaking day to just some boss that's gonna treat you like terrible. He's gonna treat you freaking terrible. And eating just the freaking frozen package for food, eating the frozen lunch. Bro, does this not give you some fear? When there's beautiful places in the world that you cannot even afford to explore, that should fear you a little bit.
I literally fear the 9-to-5 slavery more than death itself. I literally cannot physically imagine myself waking up from alarm clock and going to a boss and making him money while my insides are like freaking destroying. And keep on watching, keep on sucking on your mango vape while we continue to prosper, become the best versions of ourselves, while you continue wasting your youth, sitting behind the phone screen on Instagram, scrolling while we actually produce, while you be the consumer and living a life full with mediocrity, mundaneness, and blasphemy.
Bro, we get freaking, like, at least 50 hate comments every single day. Every single day. Not a single one of them has accomplished anything in life. Every single one of them. In the next few years will either go down one of two paths. Either they will work their typical 9-to-5 job, or at best, they will be my butler. They will be the person that is my own personal chef. They will be my maid, all because they did nothing useful with their lives. And I did. This whole time, I went through so much hate, but I continued anyway because I knew that what I was doing was the right choice to make instead of being an idiot NPC consumer tax wage slave 9-to-5 bot hating on others trying to do something useful with their life.
Bro, this may sound kind of extreme. This may sound like, oh my
doesn't
god,
sound extreme
yo,
at all.
what are they talking about? They're stepping over the line here. But brother, you need to hear this because nobody else, bro, you cannot. I swear to God, you cannot find any content like this across the internet.
You won't.
And,
I
and
swear to
listen,
God,
if
you
it's not
can't.
if it's not motivating you, if it's not really pissing you off, and it's, bro, you're a freaking retard. Like you're like laughing, and your mom is just saying, "Please get the hell out of my house." Your mom literally wants you to just get up and freaking leave the house and start taking initiative, Like when I'm just like literally just freaking walking around, and people are coming up to me, asking me for my freaking autograph, asking me to get a photo with them. I tell them no. Why? Because nothing in this world comes easy. Nothing in this freaking world is free. Nothing in this world is gonna come to you just like easy from heaven. So I tell them no. Get the hell away from me. Please do not freaking bother me or my time. Because every single second and every single minute of my time is just so freaking precious. And what I do in a minute takes you maybe 3 freaking weeks to accomplish.
Bro, mark my words. In a year from this day, this podcast, we're gonna have at the bare minimum 100,000 freaking followers on Instagram, and at least like at the bare minimum freaking 25,000 followers on freaking YouTube. Okay. And all the people that hated on us on the way, they will be begging us for mercy. And we will tell them, no.
And that's a wrap. Thank you all for tuning in. We see you on the next one.
Thank you guys very much for watching this. I'll see you guys later.